In the final phase of the project, the training presentation part 4, we're going to create a PowerPoint presentation. In our PowerPoint, we're going to include all of the information that we have submitted in the previous weeks. This includes our introduction, objectives, and outline, the summary of the step-by-step procedures to guide the users, as well as a short presentation to demonstrate the functions using instructions and screenshots. So we want to briefly show how to actually register a patient and search for a patient, create a new patient, those sort of things. And we're going to show the flow chart. So when you go to create your PowerPoint presentation, you just want to open up a PowerPoint. In your first slide, you could put something like training for registration or adding new patients, searching for patients, and then you want to have your introduction. Here you're going to list the introduction that you did way back in, let's see, week 13 or so. You're going to say, maybe in your introduction you would discuss the importance of registration, the impacts of registration errors, especially when it comes to having multiple patients with the same medical record number or one patient with multiple medical record numbers. And then you're going to list your objectives. This is what we did in the first few that first phase of the project. You're going to enter, let's say it's enter patient data, then you're going to enter your objective 2 and 3. And then in the next portion, it tells us that we're going to go ahead and put in our outline and then our summary of the step-by-step procedures. In the outline, for the next part, we could put, okay, now today, on today's agenda, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to search for a patient. And then I'm going to show you how to let's say adding patients. So if you were actually going to stand up in front of a crowd and do a presentation, this is what this is representing. So let's say you had to stand up in front of your hospital board, or you had to present this to a group of new registration clerks. You would want to probably summarize this in a PowerPoint presentation. So you're going to add all this here. An outline would be similar to the tentative schedule on your syllabus. It tells you, okay, what are we going to cover, and when, and in what order. And the next step, that is where you're going to put in your step-by-step procedures to guide the users. Here you might want to add in some screenshots and things of that nature. You might say, you know, okay, step 1, you search for the patient, and then you might say something along the lines that you get to the rumba screen, and then you might do a screen print of the rumba screen. So then that way everyone knows, okay, what does the rumba screen look like? What do we do when we get there? Here is where you're going to click on 01 and click enter, and then that takes you to the next screen. So you might just put a few screenshots here and incorporate some stuff that would make it easy. If someone is coming in brand new, you want them to be able to follow this training that you have presented down to the point that you would not even have to be in the same room with them in order for them to search for a patient, add a new patient, those sort of things. You can also enter your flow chart. You may want to copy and paste this in. It's a relatively short flow chart, so you should be able to get it on one side. So you can just simply add a new slide and put your flow chart in there as follows. And so you would just paste your flow chart here. And that should pretty much conclude the remainder of the assignment. You're basically taking everything that we have accomplished over the past few weeks and you're putting it in one complete PowerPoint presentation. So